Guys, I've been thinking a lot, about, as I do in all of my free time, I've been thinking about the brand,
of course.
TM. And, how it can really synergize and grow our seed of corruption.
Yeah.
And
our Zolg.
Yeah, our Zolg.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, there's this really popular new social media website that people are just starting to get into right now. It's up and coming, and I think it has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
It's called Tumblr.
Wait.
I'm just starting to get into it now. I definitely haven't been squatting on it for like 12 to 14 years.
Oh, wow.
And it just seems like it's really like in tune with kind of the pulse of like mainstream society.
It's exploding. It's exploding. Its ownership is like really a source of a lot of controversy.
Yeah.
People worry about its algorithm.
Yeah, it's in the news constantly. I mean, every day I turn on my TV and they're talking about, EBDB and Glup Shitto.
And the new social media stars from this app.
Yes. And so I was thinking, they've introduced this like really innovative new feature. It's called Tumblr Blaze.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you can actually force random strangers to look at the content that you've created.
On Tumblr.com.
On Tumblr.com. And I thought, what better group to, really represent our demographic.
To subject to our twisted brand of humor.
Who will most stalwartly tolerate our behavior? And I think I've reached
Tumblrinas.
So strap in, everybody. Get your shoelaces tied and let's come up with some hot new ads for Tumblr Blaze. I know my 3 weed smoking girlfriends are going to want to get in on this one.
Christ.
I hate us.
Well,
I hate myself.
Well, now Fran has 2 weed smoking boyfriends, so there's something
true.
there. There's something there.
Confirmed.
Yeah, they smoke weed.
Yeah, of course Phelan smokes weed.
Confirmed they smoke weed.
Hey, Kat, you know that I love and cherish you, but like, why don't you put that representation in the podcast?
Yeah, wow. Like, I just think it's so... Guys, can we just talk for a minute? Like, I just think it's so interesting that, like... Kat didn't include any characters in the podcast who smoke weed, but then after the podcast has already been published, years later, she's coming out.
Oh yeah,
suddenly
Phelan smoked weed.
Oh yeah, and it's like,
bitch, when?
When was that in? When was that in the source material? There's some people who could have really benefited from that.
Tumblr Blaze ad.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah. How do we want to sell the experience?
I mean...
Because that's what the young demographic, the demographic everyone's trying to appeal to right now, the really young people, millennials.
Yeah.
They're all after experiences.
Yeah. Experiences that you can enjoy inside
I think
anything.
I think we should just... And here, totally off the cuff here, I genuinely don't know what's about to come out of my mouth.
Oh,
I'm just talking to start talking.
Go for it.
I love it.
I think that we need to start... We got to start with an image, okay?
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
People love the millennials. They really respond to the images.
Tumblr users love images.
What's like the hottest new media right now?
What's the hottest image?
Yeah.
What's the hottest image right now on Tumblr.com? What's the most popular image?
What's the most popular image?
Well, actually, okay. What's popular right now on Tumblr.com is Daily Dracula. So
yes. So how can we appeal
so
to
how do we use Dracula to sell our Dames and Dragons podcast that doesn't have vampires in it?
We changed our name to Dames and Draculas.
Perfect. Okay. I'm loving this. I'm feeling this.
Yeah, I'm feeling
Step one. Okay, so we're rebranding.
Okay,
rebranding to Dames and Dragons.
People love Jonathan Harker. Jonathan Harker, famously very stupid.
People love Paprika.
People love Corbin, famously very stupid.
Famously very stupid.
Could Corbin maybe be seduced by like an 18th century nobleman of some sort? Like,
I think
that's already happened.
Well, I mean, listen, if anybody's crawling on a wall in a lizard fashion, I mean, Corbin's down for it.
He loves lizards.
Yeah.
We summon lizards. Corbin summons lizards in the podcast.
Lizards.
Dracula famously crawls on the wall like a lizard. The connections it's all coming together.
It's all there.
It's all coming together. Okay, so that's one.
I'm picturing we're making the image right now.
Okay.
And one part of it is Dracula.
Okay, so Dracula's there. Dracula's definitely there.
Yeah,
That's
Dracula's
part one.
in. What else is a hot image on Tumblr?
The slug that reacts.
Yes,
the live slug reaction.
Oh yeah, the live slug reaction. He has to be there. at least one member of BTS.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
We could have
Put Jimin in there.
yeah, we could have like Laika and Mary kissing, and then the live slug could be reacting to
And
it.
Jimin is in both of the slug's eyes. They're just tiny
Yes.
pictures of Jimin.
Okay,
Yes.
this is coming together. This is coming
together.
And then what's Dracula could have like a boob window.
Oh, yes.
Oh, very good.
Maybe it's like a sort of Corbin Dracula like gem fusion kind of thing
Yeah.
Oh,
happening.
perfect. Yeah, we get the Steven
Now,
Universe
Yeah,
fans
get
in
the-
there.
we need to
famously the most hinged and like, the kind of fan
was
base
just
that you
gonna
just
say,
dream of having.
You want to attract.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're missing a crucial
Oh, yeah.
part
Yeah.
here, and it is the Tumblr sexy man.
Oh yes.
Oh, who's the
Interesting.
current
Who
sexy
is
man?
this-
Is it?
who
Are we
is the
back at
current
Robert
Tumblr
Pattinson?
I mean,
now?
Torva is kind of
Torva is not a Tumblr sexy man.
okay.
You're wrong.
I think Robert Pattinson has come back around as the Tumblr sexy
Yeah,
man.
that's true.
He's
can
gone
see
a full.
that.
He's gone full rotation.
Okay.
Yeah, no, because
Oh,
there people are
Phelan? No,
drawing like
Phelan's too
pictures of
normal.
Twink Batman
Yeah.
as Robert Pattinson.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
that-
That's Robert.
I think Dawson could be a Tumblr sexy man. People on Tumblr love hobbits.
They do.
Right.
Halfling?
Okay, so we're gonna put that picture of Sam and Frodo that says like Hobbit love, and we're gonna put Dawson's head
On both of
Sam.
them.
on both of them.
Oh,
On both of
what
them.
if Dracula's one of them?
Oh, or we could have one of them
okay.
is Dawson, one of them is the donkey.
Yeah.
Oh, like the donkey from
I
Shrek.
mean, that's
Yes, but the donkey from Shrek.
donkey from Shrek.
Hot on Tumblr. Hot
Okay,
on Tumblr.
yeah.
on Tumblr is Shrek.
Shrek is evergreen on Tumblr.
Evergreen.
And also, he's evergreen.
Evergreen.
And he is blocking a crucial global shipping lane.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, okay. Maybe all of
Damn.
this is taking place inside like the Suez Canal.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
in the Suez Canal.
Okay,
Yes.
so now it's a GIF where it zooms out, and the more it zooms out, the more, and then when it finally zooms out, it's just the Dames and Dragons logo.
Oh, my God. Yes.
Very
Yes.
good.
yes.
Very good.
What else?
We gotta
what
get
else is
crabs
hot?
in there. We gotta get crabs in there somewhere.
Yeah, people
we
like
have to get
carcinization. Maybe
People love carcinization.
Yes.
Corbin turning into a crab.
yes, like
Summoning
an Animorphs
crabs.
book cover.
Well, now we're getting into some Homestuck territory. Everyone.
Oh.
Well, is that a con?
No.
No, it's not at all. It's not at all.
I feel like I mean Sonic, huge connection.
I mean,
to-
that's tough. That's tough for Juniper.
Yeah.
Because Juniper
It's hard.
famously hates
It's
Sonic.
hard
yeah,
for me
but
to
at the same time,
abide.
like I just feel like it's a sacrifice that you should be making.
I
What
mean-
sacrifices are you making, Hannah?
I mean, I don't know why. I don't know why you're getting so defensive.
One sacrifice any of you have made. Any of you.
Well, I think we've solved it.
Yeah, I think we
may
really
have-
cracked the.
I think we may have crafted the perfect Tumblr blaze.
No.
Oh wait. There's one thing we forgot, and that's the frozen boys in the Arctic.
Oh, the
We got to get the terror in there.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think that is as ubiquitous as it is on all of our timelines because we all follow Hannah
No,
H.
you're wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
Our experiences
but-
are universal. Everyone knows
the
that the
thing I was
reason that you go on the
gonna say.
Tumblr is to see old men kiss.
That's true.
and
We do need. You're right, though.
And
We
to
do
learn
need
about-
old man kissing.
Yeah.
I do.
no
Our Black
question.
Bean's death is real big on Tumblr right
Yeah.
now too.
And
That's Gay
real big in
Pirate
my
Show.
heart.
Yes, and I know.
Okay.
I know because I follow both you,
Yeah, I won't
Hannah,
shut up
and
about
other
it.
Hannah. I've got double
old men.
old
Yeah,
men
all the way
kissing
across the
all the
sky.
There you
time.
go. Yeah.
I'm not.
Do we have any old men? I mean, I guess Dawson is.
I just want to
old.
clarify something really quick because I think we brushed over it and
Yeah.
I'm just a little bit nervous since
Oh.
I am a part of this podcast and I really want to make sure.
Sonic is in.
No! He's not!
What if we made like?
Okay,
what if
Juniper,
Wait, let's
shut your mouth.
Compromise. Idris Elba's Knuckles.
Ooh, what if we like aged Sonic like using a face app, and
If
then
it's
it's like
Idris
Yes.
Elba,
Okay. We
if
aged
it's
aged Sonic and aged Knuckles.
Yeah, and we age and Idris
they're-
Elba, and they're
I want
kissing
Sonic to be
tenderly.
unrecognizably old.
He'll be like a withered.
I want you to put a picture of Yoda in there instead of Sonic, and you can label him Sonic, and that is it.
We'll
That's
put
as
Yo-
far
we
as
will-
I'm willing to go.
We will Photoshop
He will be
Yoda
blue.
blue,
Yeah,
Okay.
and we'll call him Sonic.
Yeah.
And he will be kissing an aged
Idris Elba.
Yeah, Idris Elba as Knuckles, but it's gonna be like Idris Elba
In a
with
costume.
with a photoshopped on costume
a
of
live
Knuckles.
slug reaction.
Yeah,
And then there's the live slug reaction.
yeah, which has Jimin in its eyes.
Jimin
Jimin and
Sorry, I don't know people's
It's
names.
Jimin.
Oh, did I say it right?
It could only be
Oh,
Jimin.
thank God.
It could only be Jimin.
I was really afraid that I was going to anger someone with some of the words that I'm saying. Because this has been the most
Here's the thing. If you say
uncontroversial.
anything about K-pop, you're gonna anger
You're going to be killed.
Yeah.
And
like,
you know
so
what? I
just-
look forward to it.
Jimin is
And then we
in
could
the slug's eyes. He will never
And as we speak, there is a hit that has been called out on Noel in the future retroactively. We should all prepare for battle.
Wait,
Yeah.
I just had a really good idea.
We're now at war.
We could have like a thing too where we blast this out like every day, and then at the bottom there's like a link, and it's like if you want this to stop, and then it
there's
goes
a
to our
countdown.
Patreon.
Yeah, buy our silence.
Yeah.
There's a countdown to something.
Yeah.
Yep. I love this. I feel like this is a really
We've
good.
cracked it, boys.
Great job. Great hustle,
Really
everybody.
good
Great
job.
Hit the showers.
Hit the showers.
I think this is a level 10 meeting.
Level 10.
10 out of 10. I think we've got some good action items coming out of this meeting.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what they need to do.
Everyone knows what
All
they
the
need to do.
tasks and roles have been
Sneak
assigned.
Sonic into the ad without you to pronouncing.
I will know. I have psychic finger feelers. Across
What?
space and time.
What?
Constantly seeking signs of something.
Wow.
Yeah, I felt great about it. Hey, you know what else I feel great about? Let's play some Mobile Gumshoe. Hi, my name is Kat, and I am your Sonic the Hedgehog.
Catherine, I will get up from this table.
No, you won't. You're an absolute wastrel. We've established
I love that. I would love to be called a wastrel.
Yeah,
Well,
that
get on
does
my
fit your
fucking
vibe.
level.
It's like being a rake.
I'm sorry, Hannah, but you're
just
too
not-
good
you're
and
not a-
helpful to be a
yeah,
wastrel.
you're not a fucking wastrel.
Well,
Only I'm a wastrel.
Beautiful.
we'll see
So
about
I pretend
that.
to stand
Noel?
up 5 times until Hannah gets up and does the thing that I'm pretending to get up to do.
Hello, my name is Noelle. I play the Gap, and I am with Jimin inside the slug's eyes. And we're very much in love. And that's for real. And I'm ready to fight half of the developed world for his hand in marriage.
Well, you better be because you're going to have to.
I know.
Really will have
going
to.
to have
Yeah.
Yeah, I will be poisoned within
Within the hour.
I will. So
Somebody's reaching out their psychic Jimin fingers. Right?
You're
Right,
already
love it.
dead.
Oh, that's right. Hi, I'm Juniper. I'm famously a wastrel. I play Ainsley, also famously a wastrel. I plan to slowly become more and more intolerable, just forever. So look,
I love
forward to
that.
Look forward to
I
that.
love that
everyone.
for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi, friendos. It's your boy Hannah. I'm playing Antone Postminger, a character that may feel familiar to you if you spend your time on the website tumblr.com. And I have no other thoughts in my mind.
Are you suffering from high-quality podcasts? You see, quality podcasts stimulate parts of your brain, leading to an irksome condition called thinking. But suffer no more, my friend. Introducing Discount Storytime's blend of fictional nonsense and rancid gibberish to provide soothing relief. Try Discount Storytime today. Available on most podcast catchers and at discountstorytime.com.
Consult your healthcare provider before listening to Discount Storytime. Not intended to treat unicyclitis, pickleball liver, or jittering expectations.
Yes.
good. All right. So last time on Ainsley and the Gap, Hrose Camp Adventures. You guys arrived at Horse Camp and met the camp staff. You met Foya and Lyle. Foya is the head of the camp and Lyle is the horse master. You met your camp counselors, Nix and Brant. And you also met your fellow campers, who are a colorful cast of teens from around the continent who have come for a summer of friendship and laughter here at Hrose Camp. After you were introduced to everybody, you went to the dining hall. You had some meals cooked by Sookie the Cookie. After that, it was off to bed with you, but not before a spooky ghost story about the Vonir, the monsters that supposedly haunt the plains around the camp. So don't go out after dark. And of course, upon hearing these warnings, upon hearing this rule, you guys immediately decide to sneak out. During your little sneak out adventure, you discovered that one of the other campers, Chadrin, a very posh elf who bonded immediately with Postmanger, had also gone out at night, and unfortunately, Chadrin didn't make it back. And last you saw a shadowy figure through the trees with a diamond-studded hat, just like those tales of the Vonir, had carried off an unidentified something that dropped one of Chadrin's earrings. Dun, dun, dun! That's where we are now.
It's to Chadrin?
What?
What?
What do you mean? What are you saying?
This earring belongs to Chadrin. And yet, if I'm not mistaken, this would indicate that he's involved in the self-same conspiracy, which has landed me at this detestable place.
His life got drained. Chadrin's dead.
I thought he was just peeing.
Chadrin pissed out his life force.
Oh my god, you know I have a phobia about that! The gap!
That's what happened. I'm sorry, Ainsley.
Oh, you mean to say he was taken?
Let's all hold hands.
Oh yeah, okay.
No.
I'm never gonna pee again.
And you hear in the forest, you hear a nightmarish whinny come from the forest.
Was that a Hrose?
We'll have to go investigate. But first, we're going to have to deal with Nyx. You said you had cave moss?
Yeah.
Is that some sort of currency where you come from?
Yes. The gap?
Oh, you think that Nyx would like that?
Yeah, I think she'd like some of it.
I guess that makes sense. She seems like she's on the level.
Yeah, that's like,
On the cave level.
on the cave level. That's exactly what I thought. So, like, can you just, like, go get it, for me?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, cool, thanks. Thanks, the gap.
The Gap, if you're going to sneak back into the cabin, you're going to have to sneak back past Brant on the front step with his scribbling in his notebook.
I of course I'd be happy to do that. But my camp counselor's like sitting out, like being weird. I think he's writing a book.
Oh, yeah. You know what, though?
He's like right on the front step, so I think it'll be really hard to sneak back in until he goes to bed.
Ainsley looks at Antone and says, well, Nyx, like, already knows that we're out here peeing, so why don't we just go piss right in front of him?
I thought you said you never wanted to piss again.
I don't. The Gap, that's how much I love you.
I do not piss in front of anyone except for my valet.
Ainsley, I love you too. What's a valet?
I think it's like where you go to vote.
I'm sure we can think of some other distraction.
Okay. Antonio, like, come with me. The Gap, you know what to do. And Ainsley drags Antonio in front of the Willy Rhino's cabin. And, like, is there any mud around, Kat? Like, any water or anything?
No, it's actually a really nicely kept grass around here.
Cool. Well, we'll just improvise. Ainsley spits into his hand and smears it across his chest and starts yelling at Antone. It's like, I can't believe you peed on me. I can't fucking believe what kind of insane person would do something like that.
I would never. Slander.
Brant gets up and goes, oh my, how'd you guys get out of your cabins? Is Nyx still asleep? Come on, guys. Come on, guys, let's get back to your cabin.
Ainsley's having an episode. This is beginning nonsense. Don't listen to a word of it.
Shh, both of you. Guys, people are trying to sleep. I want you guys,
What are we going to do about my
Antone, Ainsley, I'm going to make you guys hold hands, okay? No, don't, not a single word. You got to hold hands. This is camp rules. You got to hold hands. Hold hands or the Vonier's going to get you.
What? What if that's what I want, though?
Well, hold hands anyway.
I'm into that.
Hold hands.
Ainsley holds out their hand.
Postmanger just has their hand like up in like a tense half curled position.
Ainsley looks at Postventure and says, "You have to hold it."
And so Brant, like, takes both your hands by the wrist and, like, joins them. He goes, all right, now you're getting along. And now I'm going to hold your hands like this, and all three of us are going to walk back to your cabin. We're going, we're walking, and we're walking. Yeah, we're walking, and we're walking, and we're holding hands, and all best friends. And he...
As the cab sneaks into the cabin.
And yeah, he gets you guys back to your cabin, and he opens the door and goes, Nix, you lost 2 campers. And Nick goes, oh my god, why are you waking me up about this? You two, it's been more than 5 minutes. Go back to your beds. No, go back to your beds.
Well, we're trying to say that we, like, are gonna do that.
Absolutely great. No, you don't need any words to do that. Back beds.
Okay, well,
We'll see you later then.
So we're gonna go back to our beds, and it's gonna be fine. So okay, all right, let's go, Antonio.
But you shouldn't go to bed, Nix.
Yeah, you should stay up for just a little bit because.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay up because I'm gonna have to make sure that you guys don't sneak out again.
Yeah, well, like of course.
Sounds great.
And we won't.
Wonderful.
And Brant goes, "You've got this, Nix." And he goes back. He goes back to his own cabin, and picks up his little book and he puts it back in his tunic to hide it away.
Obsessed about that book.
Yeah, certainly.
How's the Gap doing?
I don't know. The Gap would be coming back as soon as possible.
Well, I think
Sneak out again?
Yeah.
Or was that enough time? Was that enough time to get in and out?
I don't know.
So actually, the Gap, as you're like digging around with your stuff, Zalzia, I think she took the bunk above you. Mm-hmm. And she rolls over and goes, the Gap, what are you doing?
Oh, no, Zalzia, nothing.
Oh,
Shush.
Are you feeling lonely? Are you?
I'm not feeling lonely.
Oh,
I have a lot of friends.
Okay.
Well, I have 2 friends.
Well, I mean, if you're having trouble sleeping because you're lonely, I can hold your hand and feed.
I don't want that.
Okay, well, I'm gonna leave my hand down, and if you need to hold my hand to go to sleep, that's okay.
The Gap like reaches out their hand and then pulls it back.
And as you're pulling your hand back, Brant comes back in.
Oh,
Yeah,
the Gap throws themselves under their quote unquote covers.
All right. And so I think that is going to be that's the end of the night. You guys, because of your earlier not so great sneak roll, you got caught too many times. All right. So in the morning, you guys get called to the dining hall by the first bell. How do you feel? Do you feel like you slept well after you got secluded in, or did you just lay awake in a rage all night?
The Gap did not sleep because they were overwhelmed by their failure to return with the cave weed.
Ainsley straight up forgot that there were plans to do anything else and slept like a rock.
Yeah.
Postmanger was also up all night, because he was waiting, for the opportunity to come, expecting the Gap to return. So in the morning, he looks.
In the morning, if you look out your window, the Gap is there.
Good God!
So the Gap is there outside the window, but you notice when you roll over to look at where Chadrin's fortress is, Chadrin is not there.
As I expected.
The Gap expertly picks the window lock and then shoves it open and says, I brought the stuff. I'm so sorry.
Can you guys shut up? I'm trying to sleep. Oh my fucking God.
Ainsley, I'm so sorry I betrayed you.
What are you talking about?
I couldn't.
I don't care. I'm sleeping.
Wait, it's time to go to breakfast.
No, it's not.
Our flagpole raise or morning prayer or whatever they do around here.
Christians.
I'm sure you'll have an opportunity to correct your failure, Gap. But for now, I guess we best go off to discover whatever it is they call breakfast at this hellhole.
Breakfast.
You get your breakfast. It is a pancake breakfast with lots of toppings, but not real maple syrup. It's that
Sounds about
That's
right.
exactly what Ainsley wants.
Savages.
Yeah. Oh,
The Gap is now starving hungry, by the way.
Yeah, that tracks. That tracks.
So like they like sprint to the beginning of the line.
oh boy. And yeah, you get a nice stack of pancakes with some of that fake syrup and apples. Yeah, they've got like chopped up apples and stuff and cinnamon. And Chadron. Not in the dining hall either. And you see Foya and Lyle coming in, and they are in a tense discussion. And Foya looks really distressed. But she comes up and she says, all right, campers, just a brief announcement to make before we get started today. Some of you may have noticed that we're down a camper already. It looks like Chadron left a note for us last night saying that he's going to go back to his family.
Oh, is that what they're calling it?
Yeah, I guess.
He must have been tired after his life was drained, the Gap says to themselves.
Yeah, like I bet after he pissed himself to death, like he went back to his family who's all probably dead, like him now. Oh my God.
And Lyle says, but we've got a really great day ahead of us. Today, everybody, you finally get to meet the horses.
Oh, yes, I can't wait to see what sort of mangy backwater horses you've got festering out in the sun.
So, all right, so we're going to have breakfast today. Eat your pancakes. Owl bears, you're going to be in the camp garden first with Foya. And Foya says, I know it sounds like that's not the most fun thing, but trust me, it's a lot of fun. We're going to learn a lot about gardening and where our food comes from. And then Lyle says, so woolly rhinos, you're going to be first ones in the saddle today. And then after lunch.
Yes.
What?
After lunch, it'll be owl bears. You'll be up for the riding lessons. And then woolly rhinos, you're going to be in the crafts yurt.
I think that I should be allowed to ride the horses first.
That's not what they said, though, Ainsley.
But the Gap.
I already know where food comes from. The kitchen. This is ridiculous.
Oh, Antone, you're going to have so much fun learning about where food really comes from. So eat up, everybody. We're going to have a great day. And as soon as Foya turns away, it's just like her face just falls and she like rubs at her temples and she just walks out.
Wow, I can't believe like Chadwin's dead and they're gonna make Antonio dig in the mud for 4 hours.
I will not.
You also have to dig in the mud, and it sounds fun.
No, I'm going to the horses.
Ainsley, you can try, but...
Cap, don't say that.
I will touch dirt over your cold, dead body.
That can be arranged.
Antone just looks at you.
And the Gap is just like silent, thinking about the actual cold, dead body he saw.
The Gap, stay strong. Don't ride any horses without me.
See if you can
Don't look at the horse area, Ainsley, and I promise I won't ride any horses.
You'll be too far away for me to look, so I'm trusting you.
Oh, what a relief.
With our deep bond.
I pull on the Gap's shirt sleeve and I say, see if you can scope us out a getaway vehicle.
Yeah, like called a horse.
I'll look at the Hroses if you want.
See which one looks the least diseased.
I don't think they probably have any diseases, but I'll check.
Be sure that you do.
I'll ask the horse doctor.
The Hroctor.
The Hroctor,
yeah.
I'll find everything.
All right, so after breakfast, we're going to go in first with the woolly rhinos up to your horse time with the Gap.
Hrose time.
The Hrose time. And you have Jessica in your group, and she's the girl who had like horses painted on her clothes. Oh, and she is absolutely like vibrating, like visibly vibrating as you are getting closer to the horse. And she goes, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And you see there's horses. Oh my god, there's horses. They're right there. Oh my god. And she grabs you to the Gap. She's like, hold me the horses.
I do hold her, and I lean towards Zaldi and I say, I'm excited for her.
The way I knew people like that, though. So beautiful.
Too real.
I wonder if she can be one of our non-friends.
And Zaldi laughs and she says, okay, yeah, probably. Have you ever ridden a horse before?
I have 3 points of riding skills, so I would assume I have.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
My family actually has like 3 horses. I haven't seen them lately, but we did. I've ridden them a lot.
I forgot about the Gap's tragic
Yeah, they're
past.
fucking dead ass family.
And all 3 horses.
Because one my mom was riding, one my dad was riding, and the other one they used to carry their stuff.
Oh, where did your mom and dad go?
I don't know. It's unclear. It goes places sometimes.
Oh, okay. Well, I've never ridden a horse before. I'm actually really scared. I rode one of the Sleipnirs that the Sandorcs would bring around the city, but those things are a lot lower to the ground than those really tall horses.
Do not show your fear. The horses will know if you are afraid, and they will throw you off into the sand.
Oh, okay.
That's what horses do.
And Jessica goes, the Gap is right, but also horses can sense your friendship and your spirit of love.
The horses are gonna love you, Jessica.
I really hope the horses love me. I love them so much.
I wipe her tears.
And you go to see the horses, and they're actually really like beautiful horses. They're well fed and cared for. The barn is definitely the nicest looking building on this whole campus. It's a little bit faded. The paint is not like maybe not the freshest coat of paint, but of any building here, this is the one that they have clearly taken care of the most. And Lyle is there, and he is atop this broad white stallion. And he says, welcome to our stables. I want each of you first to come and introduce yourselves to the horse. This is Thunderclap. He's my horse. He's my best friend. We've been through a lot together, Thunderclap and I. And so come introduce yourselves to Thunderclap. Just hold out your hand. Let him sniff it. Don't go behind him. He will kick like the devil. And after he says, all right, so now you all know how to approach a horse. I want you all to go into the stables, approach a horse that you feel like you can bond with. And that's going to be your horse for the remainder of our time at camp, okay? And so Lyle directs everybody to the stables. And you see Jessica, she like immediately like goes up to a horse and she puts out her hand to it. And the horse like tries to bite her.
Oh,
She
no!
snatches her hand back.
Jessica!
She looks like she's like about to cry.
I go up to her and I'm like, Jessica, that's not your horse. That's not your horse.
She goes, but I thought all horses would automatically know how much I love them.
Some horses are assholes.
All right, the Gap, you try it.
This horse is a total dick. I put out my hand.
Roll, I guess you don't need to add anything to it, but just roll me a riding.
That's 5.
That's 5. Oh, this horse it doesn't snap at you.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh, Jessica, she just bursts into tears.
Jessica, I'm sorry.
She runs away.
Jessica, I'm sorry.
And the horse is
I
like,
betrayed my not friend.
the horse like snuffles at your hand. Tell me about this horse.
He is a stallion. He's huge, the biggest horse you've ever seen.
Yep.
And
Like a big Clydesdale.
yes, he is a big Clydesdale. That's what he is.
Yeah.
You're
And
a
he has-
halfling. Don't forget that.
And I'm the smallest, the smallest in the world. I'm lifting my hand directly straight up in the air in order for this horse to snuffle at it.
Yeah, and he starts snuffling at it, and then he like reaches down and he like starts nibbling at your sleeve, and then you start to realize that this horse 100% wants to eat you. Starting to like just gently like eat your sleeve, and then like
No.
and oh yeah, it's like yeah, this is halfling treat.
What's wrong with this horse? Jessica!
Jessica's gone. You see her. She's over by Kyle, who like is holding the reins of like a small dappled pony, and like Jessica is bonding with the pony now.
Okay.
Yeah, with Kyle's help.
All right. Well, that's good
And
for
Kyle, like-
Jessica.
Yeah, like Kyle gives you a look, and he smirks.
Kyle, what does that mean?
He looks very smug. That's all.
Kyle, what are you doing?
And Kyle goes, oh, well, Jessica was having some trouble, so, I'm just helping the girl out. That's just
I'm glad.
That's just what, heroes do.
I didn't know you were a hero. I'm happy for you.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely a hero in training.
Who's training you?
The gods. The gods are training me. In my sleep, I get visions from the gods about how cool I'm going to be one day once I get to the Madrian court and show off all my cool spear skills and yeah.
The gap narrows their eyes, and it's like in an anime where the black bars come down from the top and the bottom. And there's rushing, moving background, and the gap is it checks out.
Yeah, it definitely does. It definitely does. So that's why, I'm able to help Jessica out and all that stuff. Do you need help? Do you need anything else? Can I lift something? I could lift you. I could definitely lift you. I bet I can bend.
Kyle, we're not friends.
Yeah, of course we're not friends. What,
Kyle, I have 2 friends already.
Whatever, dude. I didn't even want to be your friend.
Kyle, but you can lift me up onto this horse.
Whatever.
I like you a lot, Kyle. And I want us to be close.
You're a weird little dude. Okay.
Thank you.
And the one person who's not enthused about all this horse stuff is Cambry, the weedy little bookworm he's huddled in the corner as far away from the horses as possible.
Man, why'd he come to Hrose camp? Cambry, why'd you come to Hrose camp? I shout from atop my huge horse.
And Cambry goes, I didn't want to come to Hrose camp. My stupid mom's fiance shipped me off here so he can get married to her without me.
Ugh. That sounds really tough.
I don't even want to be here. I don't even like horses. And you hear Jessica just go,
Cambry, be sensitive.
Whatever. Horses don't even like me.
Cambry, I swing my leg over my horse like I'm gonna get down. And then it's really far down. And then I have to kind of climb on the wall of the stable and pushing on the horse and the side of the stable.
And the horse is fine with it, but as soon as you get come around, it starts
and I run under its legs like Frodo.
It brings as soon as you're in range, it's bringing its head very slowly towards your hair.
Stop it!
Try and eat you.
Stop it! I have someone to talk to. I go over to Cambry and I put my hands on his shoulders.
Yeah.
And I say, Cambry, you haven't even tried.
Yes, I don't
look at Jessica. She's learned so much.
And Jessica is just she's hugging the neck of her horse. She's just obviously very in love with this horse.
Kyle, come here and use your god powers. Cambry needs your help.
And Kyle goes, who do I gotta lift? Cambry, I'm gonna lift you up. 1, 2, 3.
Oh!
And he lifts Cambry onto a horse and we're gonna let's leave it there.
Hello again, sweet listeners. Another day in Hrose Camp Paradise. Hope you're all having a fun and safe summer out there, hopefully riding Hroses and making sick lanyards. Thank you so much to everyone who's expressed their enthusiasm for Ainsley and the Gip, Hrose Camp Adventures. I am so happy to hear folks are having a fun time with it. We really had a blast recording it, and I'm delighted that peeps are enjoying it. What is new? Well, the Dames Summer Sale continues at damesanddragons.store. It's 15% off all merch, excluding the new apparel. The sale pricing shows up once you put stuff in the cart, I found out. So if you want to see all those sexy discounts, pop on over there and give it a try. And what's this? Something new! We have a charming new print up in the store, courtesy of Juniper. It's that lovable scamp Mickey from our bonus campaign on Patreon, Dames and Dive. If you're enjoying Hrose Camp Adventures and you're itching for more Weird Dames content, you can give the first 2 episodes a listen for free on our Patreon, tagged under bonus episodes. We've got a new one in the pipeline as well, so look forward to that. I know I am. Speaking of which, if you want to catch up on all our bonus episodes, hear some truly wild outtakes, watch live streams, receive cool shit in the mail, or just show your support for the show, you can pledge a donation on Patreon. And you know who's already done that? Our new and increasing patrons, who I want to give a glorious glistening thank you to. Thank you! Jessica Smith, Kat Nugent, Riley Thornton, North Soul, Jasmine, Lady Lux, Kirsten Nygaard Haddon, Hang by your knees so your crotch isn't in my face. Duly noted, I'll try to keep that in mind. Jai Jabbers, Renee de Amaral, Ella M., ShamWow, Eli, and me, myself, and Thigh. Your support is so, so appreciated. You are like the diamonds encrusting the hats and cloaks of the mysterious and alluring wraiths that we glimpse in the moonlight, refracting both divine ecstasy and terror into our very souls. Thank you. You know what else fills our souls with divine ecstasy and terror? When listeners leave reviews on Apple Podcasts or the platform of their choice. We hit our 1,000th review on July 4th, you absolute madman. You've done it. Thank you all. We're floored. And boy, what a lovely batch of reviews this is. We are always happy to read them, and I love how many of you mentioned laughing in public while listening, because I also do that. Thank you so much for your kind words, Krabby Daddy, Toaster Enthusiast, Purple Mask Girl, Child of Pan the God, :3 Wiggly Line Poot, which, you know, I guess is probably pronounced like Catface Poot, Angel Anarchy X, and Natalie Elijah. Aw, fuck. I can't believe you've done this. And now we have a word from one of the fine shows from Geekspective.
Sometimes, winning a game isn't about dealing the most damage, or drawing the most cards, or making any measurable contribution towards victory. But hey, just because you don't have the stats doesn't mean you're not a f***ing gamer god, alright? Enter The Intangibles, a podcast on the Geekspective Network, where me, Kenny, and my brother Matt break down all the things that are hard to quantify in games. All kinds of games. We're talking classics like Sonic's the Hedgehogs, and chess, and 3D Pinball Space Cadet. Great game, by the way. We're talking new releases like
insert latest trending games on Twitch here.
Single player, co-op, competitive, card games, board games, role-playing games, play-by-mail games, the Wakes. We do deep dives into our favorite games, digging into the intangibles that make them great and the intangibles that will make you a better player, and hey, maybe even a better person. Check out the intangibles on whatever the heck platform you're listening to right now.
Hot dog! Sounds like a grand time. But the hour grows late. The shadows creep up the wall. The birds scream with an unknowable malice. It's time for a message to Chantel. Chantel, the code word is L resonant L. The sleeper agent is active. Go!
Meanwhile, at the camp garden, Ainsley and Antone, you are with your group, the Owl Bears. You see Nyx she's brought out that lounge chair that she had at the gates when she was signing people in. And she's like laid that out. She's got like a reflective panel thing. And like she's wearing like a bikini and she's just like, all right, have fun gardening, guys. Peace. She like lays down with her tanning bed stuff. And meanwhile, Foria goes, okay, so everybody grab a trowel. We're going to just do some basic weeding. So you see all those like little plants that are coming up between the vegetables? Just start pulling those out. Dig them out. You want to make sure you get the weeds, okay? We're going to get our hands dirty. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Antone is standing there like a fucking statue and just giving the most disdainful look to this person trying to explain.
Tell me, what's Antone's gardening outfit? I want to know.
Well, Antone has a sun hat.
Of course.
It's very large.
Is it like tie underneath his shin?
Yeah, and it has like all sorts of floral embellishments on the side. He's got gloves on and salmon pink pastel shorts and a V-neck shirt that goes, the V goes all the way down.
Hell yes.
But, just standing there and just looking like barely repressed revulsion at this whole scene.
And the garden, to contrast Antone's disdain for this, it's like a nice little garden. It seems like maybe there was something else here before. You can kind of tell there used to be a building here, but they have replanted it, and all of the plants are just right at the perfect level of ripeness. Everything's ready to be harvested. And Foya is explaining that they started this garden to teach kids about where their food comes from, and then tonight we're all gonna have a great meal with all of the produce that we picked today. Meanwhile, Antone is just standing there, in one ear out the other, I assume.
Oh yeah.
Ainsley, how are you doing?
Ainsley has a terrifying grin on their face. And they have dressed in little cuffed overalls, little pale blue, little white t-shirt underneath, and they're ready. They're not wearing gloves.
Green hair and 2 green thumbs.
Green hair and 2 green thumbs and a love for dirt and throwing dirt at Noble. So Ainsley looks at Antone and is like, aren't you so excited to your lip is trembling. Are you okay? Do you not getting dirty?
You see Antone whole body shudder.
Ainsley bends down and puts their hand around a weed and looks up at Antone and is like, do you not like those?
Antone has a look on their face that is this combination of disgust and fascination.
Ainsley pulls the weed out from under the ground and there's little clops of dirt hanging on it, and they shake it in their little hand. Does this not entertain you?
I turn around and I say, I will not be witness to this smut.
When you turn around, Antone, you are face to face with Teisler, the tiefling, and he has just a mouthful of something. And he looks at you very guilty, he's just been caught.
I jump away.
And he goes, it's okay, it's not dirt. And carrot falls out of his mouth.
Oh my god.
Which is the carrot that he pulled from the dirt.
Antone is trying not to throw up. You can hear it gagging as he puts his hand up to his mouth.
He goes, oh, sorry. I just, we just, there's no, I get really hungry because I'm, the monk said I was hitting my growth spurt. And there wasn't a lot of food in the dining hall left after Kyle took 5 plates of pancakes. so I'm really sorry. Do you want this? And he he holds out a hand of mushed up, crunched up carrot.
Antone has their hands up in the air at the sides of their head, and they say, animals. You're all animals.
I'm not an animal. I'm a tiefling. I know, you don't see a lot of us because we used to live all up in the mountains, but now we live in Danmar. So I guess you'll probably see more of us now.
Ainsley scrabbles around and
like a little demon.
And they have dirt all over their hands and also several worms, and they jump up and they're like, no, I'm with Teisler. There's great protein here. And they they eat a worm, and then you watch them, and their face crumbles, and they turn around, and they run away, and then they spit out the worm, and they do vomit a little bit over the edge of the garden, and then they're like, oh, it's delicious! Oh, that protein!
And Teisler nods, and he looks at Antone because that little dude knows what's up. You've got to keep eating your protein.
Am I having a stroke?
Ainsley and Antone, who between the two of you, who has the higher notice?
Not me, probably. I have 0.
I think they both have 0.
We're stupid.
you're right.
We're
Only-
both
No,
dumb.
I'll say Antone, because you're turned away from this nonsense this scene. You see Foya has she stepped away from the group and she's talking with Nyx, who's just like totally not paying attention to her. But Foya looks pretty concerned, pretty agitated.
Interesting. I want to see if I can overhear if anything's happening or being said.
Okay,
I could sneak, I guess.
yeah, in Bubble Gumshoe, you just have to tell me what skill you want to use in order to get the clue.
Oh, I have intuition.
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah,
I
if
could
you want to
that.
use your intuition to notice that something is wrong.
Yeah, I want to see what's going on here.
Okay. Yeah, with your intuition, you are able to like see that there's definitely something weird going on there. And like just edge into hearing range, and you hear Foya saying, "So Chadron just like left to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night?" And Nyx goes, "Yeah, I mean, like I was kind of distracted because like Ainsley and the
Ainsley and the postman.
and yeah, Ainsley and the snooty post guy, they were also trying to sneak out, and like I was busy dealing with them, and I figured when Chadron didn't come back, he's got like servants and stuff, it's fine." And Foya says, "But he didn't like mention anything. He didn't say he wanted to go. He didn't tell you that he was leaving." And Nyx says, "No, he's just gonna go pee. It's whatever. He's got servants. He's fine, Foya. It's fine."
Oh my. Okay. So that's interesting. So what I've learned from this is that Foya either doesn't know what's going on or is pretending not to know. Kat, you had also said that this space that we're in, that it looked like it was something before it was a garden.
Yeah.
So I come up to Nyx and I say, Nyx, this dirt hole, did it play an alternate role in its previous life?
Yeah, I guess. Like, I don't know. I've only been counselor here for like the last couple of years. It's always been a garden since then. But like, I guess it used to be like, I don't know. It was some building, but I guess they just didn't have the money to repair it, so they just turned it into a garden or something.
Interesting. Is Foya nearby?
Oh yeah, she is helping Alicine, the gnome girl, pick out the ripest tomatoes.
Okay, well, I trot over to her and I flip my hair and I say, Foya!
Oh, Antone, I'm so glad you finally joined us. Come here. I'm just showing Alicine. So this is how you tell if a tomato is ripe, okay? And she holds, like, points to one. She says, "So you see how this one still has a little bit of green left on it? It's almost there, but we're looking for ones that are completely red. So just very gently sort of pull and twist to get it off the vine. Antone, do you want to try?"
Riveting. I was actually going to ask, this space, it was not always a garden, yes?
Oh, yeah, I suppose you've noticed that. Yes. Before we moved the crafts to the crafts yurt, we had a crafts building here, but there was a fire a couple of years ago. No one was hurt. It was all fine, but we thought the insurance would cover it, but it didn't. So we decided to turn the space into a garden, and the insurance covered us getting a yurt. Trust me, the yurt is great. It was a great investment. We really loved the yurt.
Enthralling, thank you. I walk away.
Ainsley, you look over, you see, like, Foya does look a little disheartened. Like, she deflates a little bit when Antone walks away.
Antone walks away. Well, Ainsley is thrown themselves over the fence posts, dry heaving.
Stupid idiot.
But Ainsley also does look back to see that interaction and then, like, dry heaves louder so as to get Antone's attention.
I walk over and I say, are you dying?
No. No, I'm doing really good. Thank you for asking. No, it's so kind that you're so worried about me, Antonio. Like, you're a really good friend.
Have you found anything incriminating in this dirt?
Kat, have I found anything incriminating in the dirt?
You found worms.
I found some worms.
Well, jot that down.
What have you been doing?
Well, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Apparently this space was Crafts shack or something before, but it burned down. Now they're using it as a garden. But I expect that isn't the whole story.
like buildings not just burn down randomly for you, like sometimes? Is that not normal for like when you're like a rich posh bitch?
I suppose if we had a disgruntled employee, but no, generally, if anything burns down, we know why. It's, you know, one of Father's tax shelters or some other... some other sort of controlled burn.
Right. Yeah. Taxes.
I don't suppose any of these other campers will have found anything in their diggings about in the muck.
Where's Teisler? What's Teisler doing?
Teisler is like trying to fill his pockets with as many pieces of produce as he can.
That sounds right. Ainsley turns to Antone and says, you know, there is like one way to find out what happened.
Go on.
You have to dig. Let's go get Teisler and tell him that if he digs deep enough, like that, the more he digs, the more food there is. And then we'll watch him dig for like as long as we want. And he'll probably find something. I don't know. Maybe not.
You do have some base cunning.
Yeah, I'm smart as fuck. I'm like a genius. Oh my god, you stupid shit.
I look annoyed, but I say, Teisler.
What? I wasn't taking anything. I'm cool. And you like see he's like trying to lean against something, but there's nothing to lean against. So like eventually he just sort of like leans back on his wings, and he's like, yeah, I'm cool. What's up? So I'm a normal cool guy.
Hey, shut up. Hey, did you know that like the more you dig in the garden, like the deeper you go, like the more food there is, like root vegetables and stuff.
Oh yeah, actually I know all about that. Up at the monastery we had our own garden, but like not a lot of stuff grows up there. So mostly what we had was root vegetables.
So like you know that like if you dig even deeper, like they keep appearing.
No, I'm pretty sure that's not how it works.
Yeah, it is.
Say, Teisler, since you've been wrist deep in filth all afternoon, you haven't happened to come across anything other than vegetables, have you?
I mean, like, there's like always, there's like worms and stuff.
Don't talk about that.
They're a great source of protein. You're totally right, Ainsley.
I know I am.
I also found this, and he pulls out of his pocket. It's like a bit of cracked pottery. We're just going to leave it at that. There's a bit of cracked pottery. If you want to try and use a skill to find out more, you may.
Ainsley wants to use their art skill to examine the pottery.
Okay, yeah. The pottery. You're able to like look at like the paint on the pottery to try and like see what it was. Mm-hmm. And it looks like it was a pot, and it's you just see like the first couple letters painted on it. P-I-T is painted on it.
P-I-T? This pottery says pet.
That would have been a good name for the camp, wouldn't it?
Oh my god! That was really clever.
Thank you.
Two absolute bitches making fun.
But with you can also tell like that's a portion of the word. It's a portion of a word. Like you can see just the very beginning of the next letter, but you can't make out what the next letter would have been.
Well, Ainsley, you enjoy touching dirt. Why don't you dig about and see if you can find the remaining remnants of this pottery piece?
Yeah, okay, yeah, like, I'll just go do that. I'll just go dig in the fucking mud, yeah. Ainsley takes a fistful of mud and throws it at Antone. Oops, I was digging so hard. Oh my god, I didn't even see you there.
What have you done?
My god.
You ruffian.
I was just digging, like, really, really hard in the mud, like you told me to. Because I'm just, like, a good little guy that just behaves.
Oh my god.
That's what they're told.
Antone is, like, trying to brush the dirt off. They're saying, you're sick. You have a sickness.
Ainsley starts digging like a dog and, like, splashing dirt all over Antone.
Disgusting. I back away.
Do you want to use any skills to try and find something?
Let's see. I'll use outdoors.
Okay, yeah, outdoors is perfect. So you use your outdoors skill. You know kind of how to dig. As much as like you've been making fun of it, like you do know how to dig.
I do know how to dig.
You do know how to dig.
I know how to fucking dig.
And eventually you come across another piece of pottery, and it has it looks like it definitely is a match, and it has CH.
Pitch. What does it mean? Pitch. To throw or color?
Pitch. But the B was removed and it says bet.
Who else is in our group again?
In your group, you have Teisler.
Teisler's like sad or whatever, right?
Teisler's, yeah.
He's the tiefling you guys have been talking to.
Yeah, but he's like sad, right? Like that's his thing.
He got separated from his best friend.
He's ignorant to the ways of the world.
Yeah.
but not to the ways of root vegetables, apparently.
Apparently. He might have some outdoor skills.
You know? Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
The other person in your group is Alicine.
And tell me about her again. I don't remember anything about her.
You don't really know much about her. You haven't talked to her.
Is she like? Does she seem like poor or like rich or like?
She seems like working class. Like
Okay, so she'll kick in the dirt for me. What is Alicine doing right now?
Oh, Alicine is actually listening to Foya and having a nice time.
Oh my god, so stupid. Okay. I walk over to Alicine and Foya and I say, "Oh, Foya, I've just heard that there's been a problem over in the dining hall. You'd best get over there right away."
So I would take either grown up face, impersonate, or performance. Pretty low check. We'll put it at 3.
Okay, I'll do performance. You said it's a check of 3?
Yeah.
I'm going to use 1.
Okay.
That is 3.
All right.
So it meets.
It beats. And Foya goes, "Oh, shoot. Oh, cookie. Sookie." And she rushes away. And Alicine goes, "Okay, that was like the weirdest lie I've ever heard and the strangest belief from a grown-up I've ever heard."
Well, I'm sure there's plenty of problems here. It hardly strains credulity to think that there could be an issue in the dining hall.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Say, Alicine, you've been gardening this morning. Have you happened to come across anything that looked at all like this? And then I gesture to Ainsley to bring out the pottery.
Ainsley comes over, they're covered in dirt, and they show the pottery to Alicine.
A bottle of pitch? I haven't found any. No, I thought this was like a crafts room before or something like that.
What do you mean a bottle of pitch?
What do poor people use pitch for?
What does that mean?
I mean, I don't know that poor people use it, but like...
Well, I don't use it.
Yeah, of course. You've never worked a day in your life.
Of course I haven't.
But my dad uses it sometimes. He's an inventor. It like helps fires and stuff. Like helps fires burn for a long time.
So it sounds like whatever happened here wasn't an accident.
That's weirdly. Okay. What are you talking about? You've got to tell me.
Well, I heard that this garden area actually used to be an arts and crafts cabin until it burned down. Or should I say, was burned down.
Yeah, God one.
Oh my God. Absolutely juicy. I love it. If you have any more hot gossip, please tell me. I'm so bored here. Back in Madria, I used to know everything about everyone, but I haven't quite figured out everybody yet. I can tell you are a spoiled little rich kid. You snuck in here and... I'm not quite sure how that worked, but I love your energy.
Thank you. Oh my God.
That guy, Teisler, the tiefling, he's definitely got some deep, dark secrets. I don't know what they are yet, but I'm sure they're really, really hot. I mean, his abs are really hot. But, like, I'm sure his deep, dark secrets are also really hot, and I'm going to find them out.
Oh, Alicine. Well, you'll have to inform us when you do.
Yeah, please keep us apprised.
Absolutely. And I just want you to know, if you have anything you ever need to tell someone, like a deep, dark secret you need to confess, I am great at keeping secrets.
No, okay. So, I have a secret.
Please tell me. I promise I won't tell anyone.
Okay, awesome. Chadwin, who disappeared last night?
Yeah.
We saw him get
We didn't
carried
see-
away on a horse and he's super dead.
That's such a funny joke. Oh.
Saw him getting carried away on a... Like,
She said she's good at keeping secrets. Antonio, do you not fucking listen?
You must not tell the counselors that we saw this. I don't know if they're in on it, and I don't want them...
To kill us?
Well, yes, I don't want what happened to Chadrin to happen to us.
Oh my God. So you think like the Vonir are real? They weren't just like pulling your leg?
Well, I don't know if it's Vonia doing it, but someone took him away.
Yeah, he's like super dead for sure.
I mean, he might be. We don't know that. So.
Like he's probably dead though.
I mean, we didn't see like...
She looks like, I just want to say, she does not look scared. She looks absolutely delighted. Yeah. She looks absolutely ecstatic about this information.
Finally, somebody who like fucking gets it.
just keep it on the down low.
Oh, absolutely.
But, like-
absolutely. Unrelated. Give me just like 1 second. I'll be right back. Teisler, you are not going to believe this. And then she's off like a shot. All right, so we're going to move on. to the next series of activities. So you guys all meet up for lunch in the dining hall again. You are having fish sticks and like those fries that are like potato wedges.
Yeah.
Are we all eating together in the same room?
You're all in the same room, but like, yeah, you're in the same room, and Nix and Brant have like pushed the two tables that are actually being used. They've like pushed them together, so it's like one long table instead.
Gip, I say.
They're saying gap. They like have a trouble pronouncing words sometimes. So like they said gip, but they did mean your name. The gap.
I'm pronouncing it properly.
You're not. What?
What have you discovered in your reconnaissance?
I met a horse, but he's a total dickhead. He wants to eat me, but it's fine. We can probably ride on top of him.
The gap. You didn't like ride that horse, did you? Did you get on it? Did you sit on it?
The Gap starts sweating.
Hey, the Gap. Why don't you look me in the eyes right now?
The Gap does not look Ainsley in the eyes.
The Gap? We will always be friends.
I know, like we're gonna be friends forever, Ainsley.
Hey, the Gap.
I know, we're friends. And I met a horse today.
There's tears in Ainsley's eyes. The Gap.
You didn't look, did you?
I couldn't look. I was digging in the dirt and throwing it at aristocrats. So I was like kind of busy. Yeah, it was really funny. Oh my God, you should have seen
Ainsley.
Can we please get back on task?
Oh, Ainsley, I love you.
I love you too, the Gap.
We found there's been a case of arson at this place.
What does that mean?
It means that someone set fire to the craft shack or whatever was there before the garden was and tried to conceal the evidence in the dirt.
They hate crafts.
Yeah, that's also the conclusion that I came to. So
It's a cover-up is what it is. There's something they're trying to keep from us here.
It's Chadron's dead body.
yeah,
We don't know that he's dead.
It's Chadron's lifeless corpse. They burned it.
they burned
And
it.
as you're saying this, Cambry sits down across from you guys and says, Allison told me that Chadron is dead. Is that true?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, we fucking saw his dead body.
What?
Oh, I told Allison.
Why?
It's Allison. Allison sits down next to you.
Oh, sorry.
You wouldn't want me to call you like Ainsley, right?
Yes, it's important to pronounce people's names correctly.
Oh, you're so right, Antonio.
Antone is just rubbing their temples.
Well, I guess like now we all know.
Yeah, like I think everybody knows.
It's almost like we're friends, but we're not friends.
Ainsley stands up on the table and says, "Hey, everybody knows about Chadron, right?"
I'm like pulling at your ankles and I'm like, what are you doing?
I just want to make sure everybody knows. Like it's like kind of like a big deal.
The Gap is counting people.
Dead.
Yeah.
Templeton.
Is that everybody in the Gap?
Brant says, "Hey, Ainsley, please get down off the table."
No.
I yank
Ainsley.
at your ankles.
See, that's why you got to get off the table because you're gonna fall. You know. That's...
I didn't fall. That was an attempted fucking murder.
So clumsy, Ainsley, I say.
Don't touch me.
And I pat
Don't
you in the
touch
elbow.
me.
The Gap is looking at Antone with like murder in their eyes, and they're like, "That was really close, Antone."
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, Antone, that was really close. I mean, Antonio, fuck.
Not as if I wasn't attempting to initiate any sort of intimacy with you. I just... Let's move on.
All right.
That's not what I thought.
Is that what you thought? Oh my God, I didn't know Antonio was a pervert.
I'm not.
Okay.
Oh, what's the clapping?
Why is she clapping?
Come on.
We're supposed to do it after.
Yeah, we have to do it.
Antone.
All right, and so Nick says, okay. You guys are like really bad at clapping, like stupendously bad at clapping. I've never heard anybody worse. Anyway, look, so Foya said that I needed to make an announcement because I guess there's like some rumor going around that Chadron died. Just gonna say, Chadron's not dead. He went back to his parents. So
In a body bag.
Yeah.
he did not go back. No, not in a body bag. He's just at home.
Went back to his parents who are also dead.
No, they're not dead. They sent his carriage.
His parents live in the underworld.
No, he's...
Yeah, which is...
And I just am going to say, again, this is just an announcement Lyle told me to make. If you also choose to leave the camp, please remember that there are no refunds. Okay? Cool? We're all good?
People
you good?
pay to be here?
Yeah, you did. All right, let's go. Finish up your lunches. All right, owlbears, I guess we're going to go, like, be on horses. Hi, we're going to be on horses.
Oh my god.
Be careful that the horse doesn't eat you.
Gap?
I have to go.
I love you dearly. Nothing could tear us apart.
I love you too, and we'll always be together.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Woolly rhinos, time to do some craft! Antone and Ainsley, how is your time with the horses? How do you feel about it? Are you into
Good.
it?
I have a 5 riding skill.
Oh, so Ainsley's been riding the
I've been
Gap's
riding
horses.
the Gap's horses. Yeah, I snuck out at night frequently to ride the Gap's horses.
Under the moonlight.
Under the moonlight, until, of course, they disappeared on a vacation.
Antone is shocked by the fact that Ainsley can competently ride a horse. And Antone, while riding his horse and watching Ainsley, runs into a tree.
Ainsley laughs uproariously.
Love it.
And by the time dinner rolls around, everybody in the camp knows that you ran into a tree. Everybody in camp. Everybody in camp. Alice,
The Gap made a picture out of macaroni of you running into a tree.
it's amazing how fast gossip travels.
It goes so fast.
It goes so fast. And the only person who saw you run into that tree was Alicine.
Antone is in a huff for the rest of the evening, just glowering at everyone.
So you guys have dinner. Dinner is it's a wonderful vegetable stew made of with the produce that was picked from the garden this morning. And Foya makes a big deal of like how great everybody did picking vegetables and digging in the dirt so that they can have dinner. This delicious dinner made by Sookie the Cookie. And she says, okay, everybody, so tonight we're going to have a campfire out at the camp stage. Get your singing voices ready. We're going to have some sing-alongs. Come on, everyone. And she leads you guys out to the lake shore where there is like a bonfire pit set up. And Brant has already like full Boy Scout. He's made like the log cabin with the tindering in the center, a bow drill, which is like, a primitive fire starter. And he's explaining to some of the other campers like how he's doing it. He's explaining to Kyle, who is very much like, yeah, I gotta know this for when I'm on my big adventure, my big hero's journey. And Foya is setting up, there's a stage sort of on the opposite side of the seating. And she's got props, she's got costumes. She's like absolutely ready for you guys to play some improv games.
Oh, Ainsley's ecstatic about that.
Yeah, the Gap's into that.
Oh yeah.
And the Gap, of course, has a beautiful singing voice.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the Gap's obviously the best singer of all of us.
I think we all three are.
Oh yeah, of course.
Of course of angels.
Yeah.
Alicine and Jethica, they are both like just really, they're getting into the costumes, they're trying on hats, and Zalzia and Teisler they're sitting, and she had filled her pockets with like some extra bread rolls from the dining hall, and she's giving them over to Teisler. And the only person who's like just really not into this is Cambry, and he's like sitting by the lakeshore with his book, and he's like all hunched in on himself.
I would like to state for the record that I am not into this either. My parents have always told me that rhythm is for the working class. So I come over to, is it Cambry?
Yeah, Cambry.
Yeah, I come over to Cambry and say, I see you're writing something. It's nice to see that there's another literate person here at camp.
Oh, yes, these are actually, I'm just taking notes in the margin here. This is a compendium on collected folklore of the region. Lots of stories. I heard you talking about the Goat Man earlier. There's some interesting stuff about the Goat Man in here, and various like gods and their curses. I was trying to find out some stuff about the Vonir after, everything that you guys said about Chadrin.
Ah, you're a scholar then.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I wanted to go to scholar camp, but since, Torva took over the mountain, scholar camp got closed.
Oh, dreadful shame. So tell me, schoolboy, what have you learned from your texts there about the Venya?
So if you would like to learn, if you'd like to use his scholarship skill, I will have you spend a relationship point if you want it, because you guys should actually probably start allocating some relationship points.
I completely forgot those existed.
Yeah. You should allocate some relationship points to who you feel like you like, or who likes you. Do you want to spend a point of like to get that information?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at him like I'm really interested in what he's saying and like bat my eyelashes.
Okay. So Camry goes, well, okay, if you're really interested. So
I am.
Oh, yes. Yeah, the stories about the Vonir, I mean, they go back a long ways, like at least the past 2 world-ending events. You got mentions of the Vonir from stories really far back, and they are active in this area. So, I mean, I know that they're saying that, like, Chadrin went home, but, like, if you really saw what, like, you saw, I don't see why it wouldn't be credible that there are Vonir in this area.
I mean, we saw someone in a diamond cloak, but that doesn't prove anything. It could be a cover story.
I guess, but like the diamond cloak, that's what you didn't see, like their face. I mean, if their eyes weren't glowing, then it definitely is a hoax.
We saw glowing eyes.
Well, they were.
You sure did.
They were glowing, but I'm sure there's some manner of trickery that could be employed.
I guess, yeah, there's probably magic that can make your eyes glow, but I don't know that much about, magic stuff. Just that, there are definitely like some artifacts. They were being traded at my stepdad like has business with the orcs in Chakal Shahar, and he said that there's recently been like a bunch of magical items scavenged because that island fell from the sky like a year ago.
Oh yes, dreadful business.
Yeah. Yeah, so like some of the debris got scattered around our estate, so we've been using the orcs to trade some of that magical stuff. So I know there was something in there that's like glowed, so maybe, or it could be Vonir. We don't know. The book says it could definitely be Vonir.
Something that glowed was found on your estate, you say?
Yeah, but we traded it a long time ago.
What do you remember about it?
Not much. Like that's all my stepdad's business, and he doesn't really like let me talk to him about business. He just sort of sends me away and says to go read my books. So.
How terribly unfair. Cambry, surely a clever boy like you would have observed the artifact, seen something. I bet you had theories about what it might have been.
Well, I don't know that much about magic stuff, really, just what I've been able to read from books. And
you should give yourself more credit.
Post Ranger!
Thanks, Antone. I really appreciate you saying that. Not a lot of people have ever said that they believe in me.
Oh my god.
So Antone looks like he doesn't know what to do with this information.
All I know about it is that it's sort of glowed in the dark. There was like a word that activated it, and I've got a book in my cabin that had a bunch of like old common words in it. He spent a long time trying a bunch of different old common words until he figured out the one that activated it. But yeah.
Oh, that is fascinating. I would certainly appreciate it if you would let me take a look at it.
Oh yeah, sure. You can take a look at it tonight. Just find me before bed.
Oh, it's a date.
I mean, like, you mean just like friends, like pals, like friends.
Yeah, like a study time.
Like a study, yeah. Like that's not like my favorite kind of date. I've never fantasized about it like a study date or anything like that. That's fine. It's cool.
You're so funny, I say, and I give him a playful push on the shoulder.
Yeah, and he adjusts his glasses and he goes, yeah. I mean, no one as cool as you's ever said I was funny.
I'm sure you get it all the time. Well, I'll be seeing you soon.
Oh yeah, see you later, Antone. Yo.
Yeah. And I just am imagining as Postmanger turns around that like the Gap is standing there just looking horrified. You're a monster.
I don't know what you mean.
And Alicine like is standing behind the Gap, and she looks and she goes,
Ainsley is standing behind
relationship gossip.
Ainsley is standing behind Alicine and is like, that was the most cold shit I have ever seen in my life.
I don't know why you're all being so ridiculous about this. It was just a casual conversation.
You like ask that kid out on a date.
People ask
to get a book from him.
People ask people out on dates all the time. It doesn't mean anything.
Where do you live? You're sick. That's like not right.
What, like you've never taken advantage of a situation to get what you want?
I mean, yeah, I've never asked anybody on a date before.
That's wrong.
That's wrong. That's crossing a line.
I've never gone on a date.
Like, yeah, I used to throw mud in Slake's face all the fucking time and, like, rip their clothes and, like, steal their shit. But I never asked them to go on a date with me.
Did you want to?
I didn't ask either.
No.
Neither of us wanted to.
No.
I don't see how this is relevant to the present circumstance.
And Alicine, who has still been there, just listening, she goes, "Wait a minute, did you say Slake? Like from the song?"
It's a good song, right?
No.
Oh my god, it's a great song.
No, it's a really shitty song, and I can't fucking say it. The Gap.
It's a bad. I
didn't say Slake. I said Blake. My friend Blake. I don't even know this fucking stupid Slake person. They seem like a TV show evangelist.
You know the person from that top 40 song?
Top 40 song! No.
I mean, not anymore.
No.
Their friends came and beat us up.
Yeah, they're not in our lives anymore, and frankly, they're no hero. They're the villain of our story.
They electrocuted my butt.
Yeah, that was a little bit funny, but they did electrocute the Gap's butt.
I did not ask to know what you do in your private life.
And Allison said, "Oh my god, you met like all of them, all the people from that song?"
Yeah, they're all assholes.
They're dickheads.
Yeah, they're really mean.
Wow, really?
Yeah, they literally assaulted us in the street.
For no reason.
For no fucking reason.
Because, like, everybody was saying that, they, like, saved Ilfra.
Yeah, for, like, clout. They're clout chasers. For sure.
I think they sound very interesting.
You would say that.
Yeah, you would fucking say that. Mr. I ask people out on dates all the time.
Can you believe that, Ainsley?
Jeez.
I guess every friend group has one sociopath.
I don't know what passes for social customs where you come from. But where I'm from, people date, they go on dates. The next day, they're doing something else. It's not a big deal.
What the fuck? No wonder you have trouble with lasting relationships, Antonio. I'm so sorry.
Whoever said that?
I mean, it just seems like one of your insecurities.
Yeah.
I've been trying not to mention it.
I have plenty of lasting relationships in my life.
But, like, I know with Navy, but, like, Navy's gone, dude.
Yeah, also, like, you paid Navy, and he still, like, betrayed you, so...
I don't see what that has to do with it.
Hey. Don't cry.
I'm not crying.
Antonio, we're your friends now. You can never go back home again, but, like, you can live with us forever.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's so true.
As soon as I get out of this terrible place, I will have my parents raze it to the ground and build, I don't know, a horse parking lot.
When I get out of this place, I'm going to have a meal with my parents.
When I get out of this place, I'm going to go into the woods and become a vampire.
No, it's called a Vonier.
Oh, Vonier. Yeah, that's the one.
Well, I'm so glad we all have long-term plans. Anyway, I have a date to prepare for, so the rest of you have fun with whatever it is you're doing.
Sicko. Gap, let's go sing campfire songs and, like, forget about that creep.
All right, you guys have a great time singing campfire songs and playing improv games. You play Carriage Driver. You play, Freeze.
What's the alphabet one?
Yeah, you just play a lot of fun improv games and team building. There's some trust falls off the stage.
And the Gap excels at them.
Oh, yeah. You trust everyone so much.
Maybe a little too much.
Ainsley does not catch anyone who does a trust fall with them when they are the receiver.
Not even the Gap?
Ainsley tries to catch the Gap, but, like, ducks out of the way at the last minute because they're scared.
And, like, Kyle just swoops in and, like, bridal style catches you as the Ainsley fails.
Kyle, you are really a cool guy.
Thanks. It's what heroes do.
You pushed me out of the way, Kyle, and I think that's pretty fucked up.
Kyle!
Meanwhile, Antone, you go get ready for your date, and you're waiting for your date to show up, waiting for Cambry to show up. Oh, no. And then everybody else comes back from the campfire, and Cambry's not with them.
I say, lads, have you seen Cambry?
Have you seen Cambry?
Yeah, I thought you had a hot date with him.
Well, obviously I did, but something must have happened because he didn't show up.
He ditched you?
That is not what happened.
Oh, Antone.
Antone.
Oh.
I have never been
Girls'
stood up.
night. Girls' night, we need some ice cream stat.
I have never been stood up for a date in my life.
We're gonna have to break into the dining hall.
Yeah, it's fine.
If he didn't show up, he's occupied, surely. Something happened.
Yeah, he's occupied.
Do you think he's dead?
Whoa, the gap! Oh my god, you're so morbid.
Well,
But, like, that actually could be true.
When you come to Hrose Camp, you will ride a Hrose. When you come to Hrose Camp, you will have no choice. So many ways to learn and grow, and Hrose is still to ride. So come on down to Hrose Camp. We have nothing to hide.
I love doing mysteries because I can only answer you in little shrugs. Little shrugs and little smirkies.
little tiny
The listeners
smirkies.
can't see me doing a little shimmy, a little smirk.
They don't know.
They
They can sense your energy.
sense my devious energy.